I'm Jenny from This World Is Not Our Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how to make bone broth with an Instant Pot. First, you get your pot, obviously, and you get some bones, put them into the pot. I keep leftover bones and pieces that weren't quite finished from children at meals in a bag in the freezer to use for making bone broth at later dates. Usually I actually prefer to make bone broth on the stove, but one of our stove burners, the big ones, has gone out, and that means that we really don't have a burner that's spare. My stovetop broth takes 3 days to make, and I like doing it that way. But Instant Pots are faster, and it doesn't take up a burner. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this turkey fit in the pot. That'll be fun. Okay, after a bit of frozen meat Tetris, we succeeded in putting the turkey in the pot. This is full of assortment of bones. So bone broth, you can put any bones you have in it and cook them up. Next, I'm going to add liquid. Before I do that, I'm just gonna make sure my lid fits real quick. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I'm gonna add water now. And honestly, I can't add water up to the point to cover these bones and use the Instant Pot safely. There's like a water line. So I'm just gonna fill up to where I believe the water line is and show you the next step. All right, that is as full as I can make that. Some people will add like vegetables to their broth. I don't, because I'm going to add those to my soup when I make it. Once your Instant Pot is set, you want to click soup or broth, and you want it on the maximum setting. Mine is 240 minutes. Usually I do it twice. And then you can combine the second bone broth with the first, and you have a nice balance of good flavor and healthy qualities all in one. But this is going. It will take it a while to come to pressure, and I will see you back when it's done. It has finished cooking. It is fully depressurized and ready to be strained. Ooh, look at that color. Can you see that? That is gorgeous. All right, this is what I'm going to strain it into. I have a colander on top. I'm gonna use this scooping spoon. I don't know what this is called, but it's got holes in it to scoop out some of these chunks. Normally, I would just leave the bones here, but since I have such a large amount of them, I'm gonna put them in a separate dish temporarily so I can strain the rest of this broth through here, because if I pour that over top of this, it's just gonna spill everywhere. All right, and this liner here is still hot. The rest of the Instant Pot is still gonna be super hot, so get your mittens so you don't burn yourself. Okay. Now I strained more of that out. I got 4 liters, it looks like. And I have bones and stuff to put back in the pot, so I can do a second pressure cooking with it. And I'm actually going to crush these bones with a potato masher because they are soft enough to do so. Ooh, here, I'll show you this one. See, here's the bone, and it just crumbles and all the marrow is easily accessible. And this, I love how some of the bigger bones will do that too. Like here's a big one. I'm not sure what this was too. Pork is my guess. Look how soft it is. Still quite hot though. I'm going to put this back in the Instant Pot and cover it up with water. Let's see if I can show you this. There we go. Okay, once you have your bones and everything covered up with water again, click soup or broth and do the max cook time and repeat the process that we just did. With the lid on the pot, turn and set to sealing, of course. The second pressure cooking of the bones is finished. It looks absolutely delicious. And I'm going to strain this through here. And I think the easiest way is to just let this sit for a few minutes so that broth can really drip down into the container. Okay, these should be pretty much done dripping. The bones are soft. Very soft. They're perfect for being ground into bone meal for your garden or fed to your dog or chickens. We feed ours frequently to our chickens to give them a lovely amount of protein. And I do that because I already have tons of bone meal for my garden, so I don't really need more. But that is what we do with the leftover bones and meat. Now I'm going to move this. Whee! And here is the beautiful second broth. I don't think it's all gonna fit in this pot, but I'm gonna see if I can mix it. Oh, and I wanted to show you how this one turned out with the thickness. It's not super duper thick, but it might be thicker after this is added to it. But it's definitely some good broth. Lovely fat layer on top. And this one, of course, has it too. So pretty. We use these frequently to make soup, but broth can be used in a whole variety of ways. I'm gonna incorporate these together and then they'll go in the refrigerator for whenever I decide to use them. Let's see. Hey, it fit. Now the first broth and the second broth are incorporated into one broth. And after this is done, you can strain it through something more fine, like a hand towel. Oh, so close. Look how full it is. I don't want to push it any further, and there's a little bit left. Maybe I'll let Roman have it for breakfast. Or I could drink it. I mean, it's good. It's good stuff. Alright, a huge thing of broth is ready to go in the refrigerator. I decided to show you how to filter it since I'm going to drink the rest of this. And it does have quite a bit of chunkiness, and I haven't made soup with it, so just a little mental thing. But you get a container. Obviously, if you were doing a huge amount, you would use something big like a tea pitcher or a really big container. And you put... My process is a funnel, if a funnel is necessary. If you have something that'll just sit over the container and you don't need a funnel, you could do that. But a wash rag or a fine, really something that can really grab little pieces, and a strainer on top of that. And then I will pour this. All right, see the chunkiness? Lots of chunky bits. I'm gonna pour this into this. Okay, and this strainer caught a bunch of chunkiness, which I will put into the snack bowl for the dog. And this will catch any little pieces that still went through. And I can squeeze it to get more out. And then, oop, I got my hand all dirty. Well, I'm left with a chunk-free broth. Just clear. Well, I mean, it's not clear, but there's no pieces in it. And it's good for drinking. I'm probably gonna delete this part. Okay, let's see. I don't think he's gonna fit. Do you think he's gonna fit?
Nope.
Alright. I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting and I'll be back. Yes, Corbell?
My siblings are probably gonna come in here and tell you that they're done pretty soon. I'm just warning you because you're making a video.
Thank you for the warning. We have a phrase. It's instant pot hot. It's very pretty. What's the matter?
A bug hurt me.
A bug hurt you? Oh no. And this is hot, so I need to be careful because nobody wants boiling broth on them. And that's how you make broth in the Instant Pot. Realize you've got something on your face now. I'm gonna have to clean that. I brothed my camera. Can you say bye?
Bye.
I may have added a little too much salt there at the end that you didn't see. So I'll clip that part out of the video. Good stuff.